In an increasingly globalized world, businesses and organizations frequently engage in multicultural meetings. These meetings bring together diverse perspectives, but they also present challenges due to differences in language, communication styles, and cultural norms. Mastering multicultural meetings requires awareness, adaptability, and strategic facilitation to ensure productivity and inclusivity. Welcome to episode 6, season 2 of Time Out with Joy Benton. My name is Joy Benton, and I am a senior HR specialist and training consultant of over 15 years who loves to change lives. I am your workplace and business coach. Today, we're discussing mastering multicultural meetings, a guide to effective cross-cultural communication. Let's start this discussion with understanding cultural differences. Culture influences how people communicate, make decisions, and interpret behavior. Understanding these differences can help ensure smoother interactions and more effective collaborations. Here are some key cultural dimensions that impact meeting. Number 1, high context versus low context communication. High context cultures, such as found in such countries as Japan and China, rely heavily on implicit communications, where much is conveyed through tone, gestures, and shared experiences. This is in contrast to low context cultures found in places like the United States and Germany, who prefer direct, clear, and explicit verbal communication. When leading a multicultural meeting, it is important to balance these styles by providing clear instructions while being mindful of non-verbal cues. Number 2, individualism versus collectivism. Individualistic cultures such as the US and the UK emphasize personal achievements, direct communication, and individual contributions. In contrast, places like India and Brazil, who practice collectivist cultures, prioritize group harmony, indirect communication, and decision making that considers group consensus. In a meeting setting, leaders should encourage participation from both perspectives and create an inclusive environment. Number 3, power distance. Some cultures found in Mexico and Indonesia accept hierarchical structures, meaning that subordinates may be reluctant to challenge or contradict authority figures, while in other cultures, such as the Netherlands and Sweden, favor open communication, where employees can speak freely regardless of rank. Facilitators of meetings should ensure that all participants feel comfortable sharing ideas, whether they come from high or low power distance cultures. Now we have time orientation. We have the monochronic cultures found in Germany and Canada that value punctuality, structured schedules, and sticking to set timelines. Polychronic cultures may be more flexible with time. This can be found in Nigeria and Italy, and they prioritize relationship building over strict schedules. It is helpful to communicate time expectations in advance while allowing room for adaptability. So, what are the strategies for conducting effective multicultural meetings? Number 1, pre-meeting preparation. Preparation is the key to avoiding misunderstandings and ensuring that all participants are engaged. Here's what you can do before the meeting. Know your participants. Take time to learn about the cultural backgrounds of attendees. This helps anticipate potential communication differences and ensures that the meeting structure accommodates various expectations. Set a clear agenda. Provide a structured agenda in advance, listing objectives and expectations in simple and clear terms. This ensures that all participants understand what will be discussed and can prepare accordingly. Consider language barriers. If the meeting includes non-native speakers, use simple, jargon-free language and provide translations or summaries. If necessary, arrange for interpreters or use multilingual documents to facilitate comprehension. The second strategy, facilitating inclusive discussions. A successful multicultural meeting ensures that all voices are heard. Here is how to create an inclusive discussion environment. Encourage active listening. Foster an environment where participants listen attentively and acknowledge different perspectives. Encourage nodding, summarizing key points, and asking clarifying questions to show engagement. Balance participation. Some cultures encourage assertiveness, while others value humility and reserved participation. Use techniques like round robin discussions, direct invitations, or anonymous polling to ensure all voices are included. Avoid jargon and slangs. Expressions, idioms, and technical jargon may not translate well across cultures. It might mean something in one culture and mean a completely offensive thing in another culture. So instead of using idioms, expressions, or jargons, use clear, universally understood language to minimize misunderstandings. The third strategy, handling cultural sensitivities. Cultural misunderstandings can arise in multicultural meetings. Being sensitive to cultural nuances helps build trust and avoid potential conflicts. How do you go about this? Respect non-verbal cues. Body language, gestures, and facial expressions can mean different things across cultures. For example, maintaining eye contact is seen as a sign of confidence in Western cultures, but may be considered disrespectful in some Asian cultures. Be mindful of these differences. Adapt decision-making approaches. Some cultures respect or expect decisions to be made collectively, while others prefer an authoritative decision-making style. Clarify how decisions were made at the beginning of the meeting and ensure all participants feel comfortable with the process. Acknowledge and address conflicts diplomatically. If misunderstandings or disagreements arise, address them with respect. Seek clarification rather than make assumptions, and focus on finding common ground rather than assigning blame. Leveraging technology for cross-cultural engagement is the fourth strategy. Technology can enhance multicultural meetings by breaking down geographical and language barriers. Here is how to make the most of digital tools. Use video conferencing effectively. Video meetings add a visual layer to communication, helping participants interpret nonverbal cues. However, consider technical issues such as time zone differences and connectivity challenges when scheduling meetings. Utilize collaboration tools. We have platforms like Slack, Microsoft Teams, and Miro that allow for real-time collaboration, document sharing, and brainstorming, making it easier for multicultural meetings to work better. Record and share meeting summaries. Provide written summaries or recordings after each meeting. This helps reinforce key points and ensures that participants with language barriers or different time zones can review the material at their own pace. In conclusion, mastering multicultural meetings requires a proactive approach to communication, cultural sensitivity, and inclusivity. By preparing thoroughly, facilitating equitable participation, and embracing technology, organizations can harness the benefits of diverse perspectives while minimizing understanding. Developing cultural intelligence and fostering an inclusive mindset are essential for leaders and teams to thrive in today's interconnected world. Click on the subscribe button right now so you have access to all episodes of Time Out with Joy Benson. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. See you in the next episode.